Imagine standing on the edge of despair, staring into the abyss of the impossible. You've lost everything, the odds are stacked against you, and hope seems like a distant dream. But then, something deep within ignites, a spark of resilience, a refusal to give up. That's what separates the invincible from the defeated. Today we dive into Invincible, 13 Tales of Courage and Survival, a collection of stories that prove the unbreakable human spirit. Each story in this book is a testament to the extraordinary resilience of ordinary people who faced overwhelming adversity and emerged stronger. Chapter 1: The Fire Within, Overcoming the Odds. There comes a moment in life when you stand at the crossroads. One path leads to surrender, the other to relentless perseverance. Many of the heroes in this book face such a moment. They were thrown into situations that would break most people, yet they refused to crumble. Take, for example, a woman who lost everything but still found a way to rebuild. Her story isn't just about loss, it's about the sheer will to rise again. The lesson? No matter how tough things get, you always have the power to keep moving forward. Chapter 2: Fear as a Liar, Finding Courage in Chaos. Fear, it paralyzes, controls, and convinces us that we're not strong enough. But every individual in this book shattered fear's illusion. One story recounts a man stranded in the wilderness with no food, no water, and no clear way out. Every second was a fight against nature and against his own doubt, but instead of succumbing to fear, he embraced it, used it as fuel, and found a way to survive. What does this teach us? Fear will always be there, but courage isn't the absence of fear, it's acting despite it. Chapter 3: The ART of Adaptation, When Everything Changes. Life is unpredictable. One day, everything is fine. The next, the ground beneath you crumbles. The invincible don't just survive change, they adapt and thrive. One powerful story in this book talks about a young refugee who lost her home, family, and country. She could have given in to despair, but instead, she adapted. She found ways to create opportunity, even in the darkest circumstances. This is what true resilience looks like, the ability to turn hardship into strength. Chapter 4: Never Underestimate Human Willpower. Some people achieve the impossible simply because they refuse to accept limitations. One of the most inspiring stories in this book follows a paralyzed athlete who was told he would never walk again. But he didn't accept that as his reality. Through sheer willpower and unshakable determination, he defied every doctor's prediction and stood on his own 2 feet again. We all have moments where we think, I can't do this. But let this be a reminder, your limits are often illusions. The moment you decide to push beyond them, you become unstoppable. Chapter 5: The Strength of the Human Spirit. No matter how deep the darkness, the human spirit can always find light. One particularly moving story in this book is about a man who lost his family in an instant. The weight of grief was unbearable, but instead of letting it destroy him, he used it as motivation to honor their memory. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. The way we respond to tragedy shapes our future. Chapter 6: The Unbreakable Mindset. What makes some people invincible? Why do some people break while others rise? The answer lies in mindset. The people in this book all have one thing in common. They never saw themselves as victims. Instead, they saw challenges as opportunities to grow. One story shares the journey of a woman who escaped an oppressive life and built something incredible from nothing. She didn't wait for circumstances to change. She changed herself first. Your mindset is your greatest weapon. If you believe you can, you will. If you believe you're powerless, you've already lost. Conclusion: your story is still being written. The stories in Invincible aren't just tales of survival. They are blueprints for anyone struggling with their own battles. The takeaway? You are stronger than you think. You have the power to rise, adapt, and overcome. Your struggles do not define you. How you respond to them does. So the next time life knocks you down, remember, you are not weak. You are not broken. You are invincible. Now, take a deep breath. Let these stories sink in. And remember, your greatest moments of strength will come from the times you refuse to give up. If this message resonated with you, subscribe to Audio Pulse for more deep, motivational content that will ignite your inner strength. Share this with someone who needs a reminder of their own power. And always remember, you are stronger than you know.